a-hole for telling my fiancé to talk to his mother, or I am leaving. Whoa, what happened for you to make such a big demand? Hey my loves, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fine this beautiful day. So today we are going to be diving into the world of Reddit, and let me tell you, some of the stories are way too shameful. They make me want to be like, let's get to it. Me, 30 female, and my fiancé, 31 male, have been together for 10 years. We bought our first home 5 years ago. His mother, 49 female, have been living with us for the past 4 years. 49? That's 31? Wait, now I need a calculator. What the? Don't judge me if I'm using a calculator. I really wanna just check if what I'm thinking is correct. Wait, the fiancé is 31 and the mother is 49. Oh, she had her when she was 18. Okay, that's not weird. For instance, I thought she had her when she was 11. I know that sounds weird, but like, I just miscalculated. He does pay part of the bills. At first, the three of us shared chores and things were fine. About a year ago, everything changed. She started avoiding us anytime it was time to clean, cook, or go grocery shopping. Every time we mentioned groceries, she suddenly has plans or say she's too tired. Meanwhile, my fiancé and I end up doing everything. I don't think it's fair when there are 3 adults in the house. She also waits until we cook dinner to come out of her room. Eats, leaves her dirty plate on the table, and goes back to her room. I feel like if we cook, the least she could do is help with the dishes. For context, we have 3 dogs. She has 1. When it's time to feed them, she doesn't even feed his own dog at night because she expects us to do it. But if we ask her to help because we are busy cooking or cleaning, she gets mad and says, why do I have to feed 4 dogs if I only have 1? There's mom. She's very bossy with my fiancé and honestly treats him more like a husband than a son. She throws tantrum if he doesn't do what she wants, like driving her around or buying her expensive gifts and flowers for no special occasion. Woo! Have you ever watched those videos where moms literally say, when they do these videos where they say, forced to be your mother, born to be your lover? This seems like that type of vibe, because what is going on here? Your son is not obligated to do those things, and if he does, then it's very nice and very wonderful and he shows that he cares for you. But still, he's not obligated to do that, or is he? I don't know. You guys tell me what if maybe he is obligated to do this types of things. Then maybe my foot is in the wrong door, but I want to hear you guys' insights about this. She also asked me for help constantly doing her hair, nails, makeup, helping with the doctor's appointment, putting furniture together. I don't usually mind helping, but it feels one-sided because she never offers to help with anything. Last week she throws another tantrum because she did not want to go grocery shopping. I told her the food is for all of us, so we will need to contribute. She did not speak to us the entire week, but if her friends invite her out, she's suddenly full of energy and ready to go. At that point, I told my fiancé I had enough and he needs to talk to her about her behavior. Instead of supporting me, he got upset and said that she was just being childish and he didn't want to create problems. I told him, you either talk to her or I'm leaving. That's when he realized I was serious. He did talk to her, but instead of listening, she got mad, said she was leaving. We didn't kick her out. She chose to leave rather than apologize or take accountability. So, am I the a-hole for giving him the ultimatum? Oh, dang, this one is good, Antila. Honestly, I don't want to say anything. Let's just hear what people are saying. Because for me, if I go start to speak now, people are going to start answering their own questions. So let's just hear what the people are saying now. People are saying no. That's one specific comment. This person just literally said no. Oh my god. And I say, not an a-hole, but your honey and his mama are. Some people say not an a-hole, it needed to be said. Ultimately, the trash took his... God, people are brutal. Yo, Reddit, what's up with you guys being so brutal? Your guys are so rude. Some people said, not an a-hole. Did something happen a year ago? Boundaries were needed. A shame that your friends didn't figure that out before you reached your limit. I don't know. Tell me guys what you think. Because honestly, I do feel, especially when you guys reach a certain age, especially when you guys are living together, you have to kind of help each other out, right? Maybe somebody does the cleaning, someone maybe takes the dogs out, maybe someone like, cooks, all those types of things, and you guys feel like you're both contributing equally in the house. But I can feel that it gets kind of yucky, especially when y'all she doesn't do anything and she's acting like a roommate and a brat, and like, wow, honestly, that was intense. So tell me guys what you were thinking about this one, because honestly, even now I'm shocked. But let's go into another Reddit story to get us even more hyped up for the day. This one says, am I an a-hole for asking my girlfriend to post me? I, male 25, and my girlfriend, female 25, have been going out for about a year. I haven't met her family or friends at all. She comes over to my place every second weekend. Nah, I don't want to make assumptions. But let's be honest. If you're dating someone for the whole year, and you don't even know their family or even their friends? Do you even know where she lives? Let's be honest. Do you even know where she lives? I'm sure either she has a spouse, because let's be honest. Let's be honest. You guys tell me, maybe I'm overthinking this, but honestly, this sounds very suspicious. The argument started yesterday when I realized she never shared a photo of the two of us. And I don't even know if her friends and family know I exist. So yesterday I asked her if on our anniversary she could post a pic of the two of us, because I just find it weird that she never even mentioned me in so much a comment. She instantly goes super defensive, saying she doesn't post and her page is private, which to be fair she doesn't usually, but she has posted 2 things since we've been together and has other photos with family and friends, etc. She's from a pretty strict rich Asian family, and I came from a pretty lower middle class white family, which has never seemed to bother her. So when I asked her if that was maybe the problem, she's just said no. She's just scared of other people's opinion. I told her I am willing to compromise with maybe initials in her bio or mention or something, all things she said to, and fight has gotten to the point where our relationship is hanging on a thread just because of a post. I don't know I was wrong in this, but I did go through her phone thinking the words that she may be cheating on me or hiding me from someone, but still nothing, and I generally don't think she would cheat on me. I'm not looking to break up over something dumb, but I generally just don't know what to even think. But I am done keeping our relationship a secret. Am I the a-hole? Honestly, you're not. It might be maybe her family is strict and maybe she feels uncomfortable. I don't know what it is, but honestly, at first I thought maybe she's cheating or maybe she has a spouse, but then now you mention her family being strict, so that might be also one of the reasons behind that. Whew, hot dog. Let's hear what people are saying on Reddit, because wow, this was posted 3 hours ago, so honestly, yeah, boy, I got it. Sounds like she doesn't even think her friends and family would approve of you. Ooh. That's a turn. Has she ever met your friends and family? If she knows her parents would insist that she breaks up with you, this may actually be her way of preserving your relationship. If you see a future with this girl, tell her that her family needs to start getting used to the idea of you because you plan to be around long term. Facts. If she still balls, ask her how she intends to date you without them knowing, or if you're just a placeholder until someone they approve of comes along. It's a fair question at your age after 1 year of dating. That's very true. I mean, like 1 year of dating, you don't even know the person's family and friends. I mean, let's be honest. What am I in your life? What type of placeholder am I in your life? Eh? Are you just kind of waiting for me, like, dangling me around here so that when your family starts to not approve of me, you would just remove me without any distractions? I want to know now. Another one just said, I don't mean this as a stereotype and certainly not true in every case, but my dad remarried into an Asian family and we are white. He said his wife's parents, upon first meeting him, were literally at the door when they answered. The dad said, oh no, you're not the one for my daughter. Whoa. Because he had a long hair and wasn't dressed the way he liked and wouldn't let him in the house. He said a lot of Asian parents from older generation have very high standards for their children. My dad's wife said her parents expect both their kids to be either doctors or lawyers, and both her parents were doctors. They wanted her to marry another Asian and the long hair was a no-no. She admitted later that she initially dated my dad as a rebellious thing against her parents, but then fell in love. They have been married for over 30 years, so he finally won them over, and maybe it's a culture thing. She's not afraid of being embarrassed by her parents' generation. I really hope this didn't come off as a stereotype thing. This is what my dad's Asian wife said about the typical Asian parents. I really don't know, as I never dated anyone Asian. Oh, okay, that's a very interesting perspective. Definitely is a stress for another day. It might be like, maybe culture differences, maybe especially knowing that her family is rich and you come from a middle class, so that might be also a problem, especially when they might maybe do arrangements, especially, I mean, yeah, honestly, that might be also one of the issues. It might be a culture difference, it might also be like a status difference, especially knowing that you come from a middle class family. They're expensive, they got money, right? And so obviously they do expect the same for their daughter to be able to live the type of life they are living, and that might be the issue. And so yeah, let's go to another one. Tell me guys what you guys are thinking about these types of Reddit stories, and if you guys have any more feedback, or if you guys want me to read your own Reddit /post darkest confession that you don't want anyone to know, you can keep it anonymous. You guys can tell me and I'll put down on the link, and you guys can tell me everything, and I'll put down my Gmail so you guys can tell me all the stories that you don't want anyone to know. Okay, on to the next one. Am I an a-hole for installing a camera in my room to see if my mom is lying to me? Why would you do that? Okay. I, 90 male, and my mom, 49 female, have had numerous fights the past few weeks, most of which are the same topic, that being her going into my room and looking around without me knowing. Ugh. Basically, every time I would leave the house for work or anything else, I would always leave my door fully closed but would come back to it open. Also, I would be incredibly positive that the certain thing had been moved around or straight up gone. So naturally, I asked my mom if she had gone into my room. She would always say no. Now, maybe the first couple times I could play it off and me forgetting to close my bedroom door, but once it started happening multiple times a week, I knew that wasn't the case. So, yesterday, I went out and bought out one of those Bluetooth surveillance cameras. At this point, I was positive she was going into my room behind my back. I just say one and prove, because I knew this would just continue happening otherwise. Ooh, spine remind me now. This morning before I left for work, I made sure the camera was working, closed my bedroom door completely, then headed out. At around midday, I got a notification on my phone that the camera had detected some motion. So I pulled it up to view the recording. Wouldn't you know it? There was my mom going through my drawers, closets, and desk. She was even grabbing certain things and tossing them out into the hallway. Huh? Why is she doing that for? I closed the video feed, sneezing, making sure I saved it first and planned to confront her first thing when I had done my shift. When I got home, I immediately asked if she had gone into my room. She said no. I responded by pulling up the video and holding my phone in front of me so that she could see. Oh my god, you are confronting your mom! Instead of apologizing, she exploded. She screamed at me for installing a camera in her house without her permission. I responded by demanding an explanation for her going into my room. She insisted that she had every right to as a mother. She insisted that she had a right to as my mother. If you had a right, then why lie about it? Let's be honest. Why lie about it? You have the right. This is your house. You can enter it no matter what you want. But then if I'm asking you, Mom, were you in my room? And you say no. Why lie about it? Because at the end of the day, I don't feel you are the a-hole, because I think I'll be like, okay, maybe I'm forgetting things. What's going on? And then you say like, okay, maybe I just need to see what I'm doing. Because sometimes maybe you think that maybe you are forgetting things. Maybe you feel like, okay, maybe I'm forgetful, I'm forgetting things, so maybe I'm going crazy, so let me just have a camera to be able to monitor what's happening. At this point, I was done. I stormed off, went to my room. Within the hour, my phone started blowing up with messages from family, all sudden with my mom telling me I am insane for putting up a camera. I kid you not, the entire family is on my mom's side, except my dad. Unfortunately, my dad can't stop this himself, as my parents split up years ago and he isn't allowed in my mom's house. I swear, I'm doing nothing wrong here. Like, it's my only space in the house where I keep my things, relax, and do my own stuff. Or am I just being completely out of my mind? Am I the a-hole? Okay, here's some extra information that OP actually just gave us. Extra information. I have never stolen anything. Not from the store or other family members. I have never had a history of drugs or smoking, vaping. The things I saw from the video of her taken from my room have been this: a notebook, a pair of sneakers for my collection, a few pairs of my paints, some plastic clothing hangs, my second beside lamp, an old paycheck. She's even taking money from you? From my work. I also don't pay rent. Update. Over the course of week, I'm going to start moving things to my dad's place. I also not telling my mom about it until everything is gone. I appreciate you all for making me realize my mom was overstepping a lot. Honestly, I do have conflict feelings about this, because one side I can like, okay, maybe she's going into the house to help you with the laundry and all those types of things. But my real issue is like, why is she lying about this? And then why is she trying to turn this thing against you instead of seeing that, oh, okay. I don't know, guys. You guys tell me what you guys are thinking. How would you feel about this? Honestly. People are saying, OP is not an a-hole. I don't think he is. Honestly, I feel like this is a very reasonable thing anybody can do. No one likes people snooping in their stuff. No one. I don't think you will appreciate if you come back from home and then someone was in your room and they took things from your room, including money, and then when you ask them about it, they lie. Not an a-hole. Some people are saying, you're not an a-hole at all. She's the one snooping and lying about it. You literally just gathered proof of what was already happening. And the only reason she's mad is because she got caught, not because the camera is some grand violation. That's true. Why lie about it? Like, I feel like even I would do that. Like, I would literally be like, okay, maybe I need to have a camera in the house because maybe I'm going insane. Or maybe, I don't know. Because if you always go into your room and something is always missing, you either be thinking someone's taking the thing, Or you're thinking maybe you're going insane, or maybe you're thinking you keep misplacing things. So it's better to be like, okay, you know what? Before I leave, I'm gonna have a camera to see to make sure that everything is okay, and then I'm okay. And if you already have suspicion about somebody else, then it's kind of like I caught you doing it because I knew it was you.